Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. It's Terry and Chris from the Landcat. We're here today with the first of what we're calling our Analyser shorts, which is based on giving you some examples on how to use a comparisons function and get data from it into Excel and do wonderful things with it. Hence my learning colleague Chris is here to do the clever parts in Excel. Today's one is about performance, MPS performance, and making selections on the MPS ranges and portfolios you would like to compare performance on. Take it out of Analyser into Excel, then add in data from other portfolios that aren't in Analyser. A very typical use of that might be if you're an advisor who runs your own models and you want to put the performance and volatility data into the output from Analyser and compare it against MPS providers and chart it all up and all that kind of thing, and then repeat that process. So without further ado, I'll pass on to Chris to run you through that in a few short steps.
Cool, thank you, Terry. So as I always was to start in the Analyser dashboard and very quickly move to comparisons and MPS comparisons. And looking at performance, we're going to select a new, I won't go through every step, but we're going to select a new comparison. We're going to select the providers that we're looking at. We're going to then select the ranges that we want to compare. And you're going to end up with something looking very similar to this, with all the data and the ranges that you're looking at. Downloading that into Excel will bring up a zip file through all the data. You're then going to select the time period that you're looking at, be it 1, 3, 5, 7, or 10 years. And in a few short steps, we're going to get to a table looking like this. Now, I've not done a lot to this table. I've removed some lines which didn't have any data for that time period. If there's a particular range, so a particular portfolio. I've also added in Terry's fictional IFA firm, the Long Dog, and the Long Dog MPS portfolios, 1 through 5, and added in the volatility and the performance for the particular time period. The last thing I've done is formatted it as a table, which is really just selecting the data and insert as a table. The reason why I'll tell you that in just 1 second. So if we scroll down, we have the last thing I've done, is inserted a scatter chart with volatility on the x-axis, performance on the y. And there's a very similar screen to what we see in Analyser itself. And the reason why we formatted it as a table is it allows us to put in this slicer to allow us to click buttons here to choose which ranges to appear on the screen. And as we can see, we can compare the Long Dog range of portfolios here against the chosen competitors.
And that's really it in a few short steps. As you can, hopefully, as well as showing you how to do this will also give you food for thought on other ways that you could use the data once it's in Excel, because you could put in it as be you want different types of charts, different ways of types of visualization as you would like to do. The main thing is that once you've created the comparison in the comparison features under performance, when you go back in when the performance has changed, it will download a chart and give you output from the latest performance. So once you've done that bit once, that's job done. And you can then keep pre-running and getting the downloads on a regular basis. So I hope you found that useful. If you would like to get in touch with any questions or ideas that you've got on things, how you manipulate the data once it's flexible into Excel, do give us a shout. Across the bottom of the screen, you will see a link on how to sign up to Analyser if you haven't already taken a trial or signed up. And if you're an existing user, then you already know where to go. And thanks very much for your time. See you next time.